You're watching the Battered Herons Network.
Chris, the Herons are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 552 of the Battered Herons podcast. I am your host, Daniel Garan, and alongside me, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir? You're muted, sir.
Yeah, I just noticed. I cannot wait to show you guys what I've been cooking. I've been looking and scouring the interwebs for Premier League goalkeepers who have had blunders. And I cannot wait to show you in your face how normal it is for a goalkeeper to allow a goal in that fashion.
Where was this energy when Dane St. Clair had the same thing happen to him against LAFC on the first game of the season? Because I remember that wasn't the energy that you brought for that.
Well, I mean, that's the first game of the season. You got to represent in that. Like, this is half mark of the season. Everybody's kind of like resting and nobody really cares. First game of the season, you got to lock in.
Okay.
It's lock-in season.
Sure. All right. So we are here to preview the Inter Miami Montreal game on Saturday. We failed to get a guest. Alex wasn't available. And we're still rusty, man. We got 2 months off also. So Rocco isn't the only one that's rusty. We rusty also. I had no graphic for the starting lineup yesterday. We have no guest today. But we're going to rock it old school. For those of you that were with us the first year or two that we were doing this show, we never had guests for the preview shows. We used to just kind of just wing it ourselves. We try not to do that because obviously when we have a guest on, they are a lot more informed about their team. But we'll do what we used to do and just kind of talk about what we know, look at their statistics, and kind of get a feel for them in general, and then talk about Inter Miami. So I guess before we get into Montreal, Inter Miami-wise, starting 11, all your bias aside, do you think Rocco starts on Saturday?
Look, I have to give credit where credit is due in terms of his blunder, but I still think he gets a start. And considering that, like, Montreal is not like a huge opponent, I think it's fair to give him the start. I think it's
that's the best
fair
time to put St. Clair back in if they had plans to put St. Clair back in.
Do you really? Because if you think about it, like, at this point, it's essentially we gave St. Clair the beginning of the season. Go get ready for World Cup. You didn't do that great. You also didn't start for your team in the World Cup. And now you're coming back, and it could be a side of two coins where you have Rocco doing good in practices and stuff, and Dane St. Clair not doing well in the beginning of the season and just not playing for his country. So, like, I think it's fair to keep Rocco doing it until he essentially has other blunders and loses his job.
No, I agree. I think it's fair to keep it. What I'm saying is that if the thought process at any point was that they want St. Clair to be the guy and they just wanted to test out Rocco, this is the perfect chance to kind of get St. Clair in there, kind of get some of the fan base behind it, right? Because some of the fan base might have been like, we want a Rocco, but maybe we should try St. Clair because of what they saw. And against a team like Montreal, which has been struggling all year long, I think both keepers will look good on Saturday, no matter who plays. So I think if you want to keep Rocco out there, I think he'll look solid on Saturday. And then you can kind of build up that confidence and hopefully you can keep it going into Leagues Cup. If you want to give St. Clair another go, this is the perfect excuse. You know, he just came back from the World Cup, even though he didn't play. He just came back from the World Cup. You gave him that first game off. Rocco had a blunder. All right, St. Clair, here's your final chance. You know what it's like to be on the bench. Don't F it up. So either way it goes, I think that both should have a good showing on Saturday and should stick with whoever starts on Saturday. I think sticks with the job through the Leagues Cup.
You really think so? I don't know, man, because I feel like if you're, I guess Saturday is going to tell all tales. That's essentially what's going to end up happening, because I feel like, again, like you mentioned, whoever starts Saturday is just going to play the remainder.
Should
they should play the remainder.
Because they're playing against Montreal, which is not a good offense. And then Columbus has lost Rossi, Abu Ali, Max Arpson's playing the right side now. Like, Columbus is not looking good in the attack either. So we're playing against two soft attacks going into Leagues Cup. I think whatever keeper plays Saturday should look good, right? No guarantee, crazy things can happen. But if things go as they should, I think whoever starts on Saturday, the opposing team shouldn't get too many shots off. And we'll look up statistically how many shots they average per game and stuff like that. But they shouldn't get too many shots off. And I think that the same thing with Columbus the following week. I think Inter Miami and their keeper should look good 2 games in a row. And that should set up whoever's going to be playing the League's Cup. At least that's what I think.
I want to bring this up. I don't know if we're done with the goalkeeper question.
We can.
But this is an interesting question. Nick has been coming in with gems. How about this for a conversation? Miami promoted a center back from the second team for the rest of the season. Does that mean Lujan or Falcon are out injured longer than we thought? That's a good question. I don't know if it's that Lujan and Falcon are out longer than we thought. But the fact is that you have the center back who played phenomenally at the end of last season and the center back that's been playing phenomenally in the first half of this season, both out. And realistically, if they don't want to start Noah Allen, which I think is diabolical, the fact is that you're going to have a Frey and a Mikael pairing, I think, for the remainder of the time that these two are injured.
Well, what I was going to tell you is that I do believe that there's question marks whether Falcon stays for the rest of the season. And the same thing with Noah Allen. Noah Allen's they've been talking about him randomly going to Greece or wherever in Europe.
But
so
Falcon.
Falcon, it was rumored that he might end up in Nacional back in Uruguay. So if there's a chance that one of those two get moved on, then maybe they're working in the background, like possibly moving one of the center backs on, and that's why you need that depth. So that could be a reason as to why they did that.
You think there's teams in the market right now for a Falcon? Like, we picked them up off of Colo Colo. Like, nobody's out here in the bargain bin searching around for center backs named Maximiliano Falcon.
There might be.
I don't think so. And with all the young guns that you could sign at center back, like around the world that are available that you can get for like $5.
He's from Uruguay, and he's had a decent career. So I think I think him going back to Uruguay, I believe that. Now, if you tell me he's going to go play in the championship, then no, I don't believe that. But to go back to Uruguay, yeah, I believe that there's a chance for that.
Well, and that's, I think, what Nick is mentioning here, that he's also mentioned that Lujan or Falcon are getting shopped or sold, and that it's just that the new center back is just depth in the meantime.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to get a lot of playing time, at least not in the meantime.
Yeah, I don't think so, because you have a serviceable replacement with Frey if you decide that you want to be an idiot and play Facundo Mura at right back. But then on top of that, even if you do decide you want to take Facundo Mura and throw him on the bench, you still got Noah Allen. The only difference is that you're going to have 2 left-footed center backs back there. And that's, like, I guess, prohibited in smart-minded soccer.
I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not prohibited.
Well, it doesn't go along the same thread of you with your coach that's dedicated to his job 24/7, Hoyos, living in the bunker with his notepad.
He put in that work during the summer.
He didn't put any work at all.
He put some respect on Hoyo's name. He put in that work. So that's a depth piece for sure. We'll see where that goes. But Dane St. Clair or Rocco, I think it's a question mark. I understand if they stick with Rocco. I feel like if you put Rocco in, maybe he should have stayed. But that blunder, I think, opened up the door just slightly to, like, well, maybe we give St. Clair one last chance. Be like, look, this is your chance, buddy, and this is it. Like, you better rock out with your,
I feel like everybody is putting a little bit too much on the blunder because it was so publicized. It was the first game back after World Cup. Like, this is, in reality, we won. It's a nothing burger. Okay? We won. It's a nothing burger. It's only because it's the first game after the World Cup. All of you that have been watching videos of Rocco having this blunder, get over it. Because prepare yourselves for the legendary that is Rocco Blocco for the remainder of the season.
Okay. So we're going to go with Rocco's probably the starter then?
Yes.
Okay. So Rocco's the starter. And then at center back, you think we do Frey and Mikael again? I wasn't a huge fan of Frey at center back. I prefer him at right back.
I prefer him 1,000% at right back. Like, again, he has been robbed blind of that position every year.
No, I don't.
And
I don't think he. I don't think he was robbed right now. I think it was because they needed a center back. I think whenever Falcon or Lujan come back, I think he moves back to right back.
But that's scary though, because then what does that mean in terms of Hoyos? What he thinks of Noah Allen? Like Noah Allen is not a bad player. But if he wants to put Frey instead of Noah Allen, who's transitioned to the center back role, that's not good, Danny.
It also could have been because Mikhail's left-footed, so they didn't want to have, like we said, two left-footed center backs. Yeah. So it's possible that's why he put Frey out there. Like I said, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world for a game or two to have two left-footed center backs. I mean, I think that's a little overblown for a couple games, but I think that he sees him more as a backup left back and an emergency center back.
Judas, I get it. I mentioned it like 3.5 minutes ago. He's a left-footed center back, and maybe that's why they're not playing him. I said that. Okay. I know it's not hard to understand. I understood it 4 minutes ago. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, why would we keep playing Facundo Mura? If Frey is clearly the better right back, play him. And then obviously in that sense, Facundo Mura is not going to play center back. So play your next best center back, which is Noah Allen.
Oh, he definitely looked good last year.
So in the midfield, Danny, are we done with the center back deal? Because we don't have to discuss Regilon.
I think we'll do the 4-4-2 again because Messi's still out, DePaul's still out. Allende isn't back yet. Casemiro. Does Casemiro debut on Saturday? I don't think so, right?
No way.
Because I don't think he got a practice in today or tomorrow.
No way.
He needs to get at least one practice in.
Yeah, there's no way. And he's going to fly to Montreal after he just landed in Miami. Give me a break.
Now, if he does debut, I haven't heard absolutely anything about it. I don't think he does at all. But if in a hypothetical world he were to debut, which I doubt, but if he were to in a hypothetical, it would be, I think, as a sub. No, I think he debuts next Saturday because he's playing
against
in
Columbus.
New Stadium. Yeah, at home. I think he debuts that game for sure. Next week, 100%. That's a reason to sell out the stadium, right? Or to get more fans in. Like, hey, come see Casemiro's debut.
Reason to promote to Brazilian fans.
Absolutely. So this, and you saw how the stadium was yesterday. Even though it was a Wednesday, it's understandable. But they want to make sure that they fill up that stadium next Saturday. So I think 100% without Messi there, they're going to be pumping that promotion out. Come see Casemiro's debut. He'll be here next Saturday. So absolutely, I think that. But is he going to be available until August 1st? Because I don't know what the situation is with
August 1st is the Columbus game.
And look, and I'm sure that's funky also having to go to Canada. So yeah, don't expect him on Saturday. And if for some reason he could, and it did happen, it'd probably be a sub. So you won't see him as a starter. Oh, look at that. And you get Brazilians in there for Casemiro, and then you get the Uruguayos because it's Uruguayan Heritage Day on August 1st. Look at that. Get your mate.
Cool as shit.
That's
cool as shit.
Did they have a Colombian Heritage Day? I'm feel offended now.
I mean, they should, I guess, but like we don't have any Colombian players.
We have Colombian fans.
I mean, yeah, we have Colombian fans. There's Cuban fans. Where's the Cuban Heritage
They should.
Day?
I feel like Cuban and Colombian should be the main two because basically that's what it's Miami's
like
basically
the majority.
A third Cuban, a third Colombian, and then everybody else is the other third.
Yes. Well, I feel like at some point this team needs to get a Cuban and a Colombian player.
Where are they going to find a Cuban? Like a Colombian player, they could just.
What do you mean? I already said the Cuban player. The guy that was playing in the Premier League. Onel Hernandez or something like that. The guy's fire. He was a rare silver card. Every time I get FIFA, I always get him. I think he plays in like the second English league now. He's a beast.
Inter Miami 2 has a Cuban player. Chris, how did you not know this already?
No, I knew that. But he's a young gun. Like I want an established
you gotta
Cuban
start petitioning.
guy.
You got to start petitioning already for that kid to get called up. So to petition. All right. So we got the midfield. We got Bright and Segovia, right, playing in the middle, and then out wide right mid you had David Ruiz. I think that'll stay the same. And then wide left, Silvetti, which we need to figure out a way to keep Silvetti on the pitch. He takes players on one-on-one. He'll play the ball down to the touchline. He'll cross it. He'll work the ball into the box. Like he does a little bit of everything. I love watching Silvetti play. I think he is crucial to the success of this team going on in the future. So I'd like to figure out a way to keep him playing. I just don't know what happens when Messi, Allende, and everybody else is healthy. So that's going to be interesting.
Rick A comes in through with the clothesline, says Colombia's always trying to be the star of the show. A third of Miami, give me a break.
You don't think it's a third of Miami? Did you see the way they showed up to that hotel when Colombia was staying down here? I felt like a third of Miami was just outside the hotel.
Well, and Diesel Danny, shout out to Solana, says yesterday was Colombian Heritage Day.
Why didn't they promote
you totally blew it. You blew it.
Why didn't they promote that?
Really?
I saw no promotion for that at all.
Wow, Inter Miami dropped the ball on that.
What were they doing? Were they giving out aguardiente? What did they do for Colombian Heritage Night? Like, they had to have done something. Don't tell me that they just played Carlos Vives and that was it.
Holy crap. It was yesterday. Holy crap. Solana. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they gave anything, but
November 7th,
you kind of blew it.
Well, nobody promoted it. If they would have told me, I would have gone. Absolutely. I would have been cool. I'm kind of worried. I'm kind of curious what they did now at the game.
I mean, if they would have given like freebies with Colombian flags on it, I would have taken a whole box.
No, like, are they selling like what, arepas? Are they selling pan de hornos? What did they do yesterday? What made it a Colombian Heritage Night? So for anybody at the stadium, tell me what was it that made it a Colombian Heritage Night? Did they just say, "Hey, it's Colombian Heritage Night," or did they actually do something? Because if not, we got to go talk to the promo team because they're dropping the ball.
Inter Miami's having a Cuban Heritage Night September 5th.
Ooh, look at that. Who are they playing?
They're playing against Atlanta United.
Oh, okay.
So Cubans got to show out. Okay, now I found the list of Heritage
themes?
Nights. Yes.
But what do they do?
I don't know.
Gus said they do nothing.
They
didn't even mention it.
They're just like,
Rick A said they didn't even mention it. I'm saying I saw no promo for it at all.
Hold on. You know what I just noticed? I'm looking at 2026 group nights, and it's not even here. It says yesterday was South Florida networking.
I know the U was out there. The U was out there.
Jewish Heritage is on the 5th of August.
Yeah,
Realtors.
I like the way the Martins do it. The Martins always have like a specific jersey that they give away for that Heritage Night. So they have a Colombia jersey that they're giving away, a Cuba jersey. Then I remember we went to the Cuban Heritage and you got the Cuba hat with the Cuban flag on it.
Yes.
My wife got one also. Like, come on, guys. Come on. It's such a anyway.
They have Realtors Night on the 8th of August. Does that come with a house? So like if we go to Realtors Night, we get a house in Miami?
Possibly.
And they have back to school on the 29th of August. Venezuelan Heritage is on the 5th. They have that promoted. Wait, they put Venezuelan Heritage, but I just saw on the 5th of September you have Cuban. So you're gonna have Cuban and Venezuelan Heritage on the same day?
Well, according to Rick A, they don't do anything, so you won't even know where you're at. All right.
So they have a whole Caribbean Heritage on the 14th of October. We literally lost. I think we had like 80 viewers. Now we're like at 47 talking about Heritage Nights. Come back,
you're the one that went into the deep dive. I was ready to move on from this like 3 minutes ago.
Montreal's boring. Like, you know what? This is your breakdown of Montreal, guys. Bryce Stuga's not there. My favorite player is I forgot what his name is, and he's not even my favorite player. There's some Spanish guy. He's really nasty. I gotta find him in the roster. Give me a second.
Well, while you do that, so we'll start talking about Montreal. Montreal, 4 wins all season. They basically beat up on the New York teams. They beat the Red Bulls twice. They beat NYCFC, and then they beat Orlando randomly. Those are the 4 wins. I think there's only 4 teams worse than them. They have the 4th worst defense in the league. Offensively, they've scored 22 goals in 15 games.
They're one of the lowest scoring teams in the league.
They are. They have the 4th most fouls in the league. They're third in yellow cards. They're undisciplined. They are top 5 in offsides. So they're obviously going to try to beat us over the top. The way they did against Nashville, because against Nashville, they played pretty good. They played a low block against Nashville. They made it very difficult for Nashville to score. Sam Surridge kind of got like a phantom penalty call. If you go back and you watch that replay, I didn't think it was a penalty, but they got the call, and that was the difference. They won 1-0, but Montreal did a pretty decent job on the road in Nashville, holding them out, and they should have gotten that draw. So it's not going to be easy. Montreal at home has technically a winning record. They have 3 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. So Montreal is obviously a much better home team than they are away, because away they've won 1 and they've lost like 7. So this isn't necessarily a gimme game, but Inter Miami should go away with the W this game, because Suárez and Berterame, I think, have been linking up very nicely. Segovia and Yannick Bright are doing a decent job handling the middle. Silvetti is doing his thing out wide. David Ruiz is just David Ruiz. You know, he has his moments. And defensively, I thought that they looked okay yesterday. They had obviously some mishaps. Let's see if it's Rocco or St. Clair, but whoever it is, I think that shouldn't matter either. I think that Inter Miami should win this game.
But, you know, it says a lot about Montreal keeping it competitive against one of the biggest teams in the MLS. I think so. And maybe it could be just rust of everybody coming back after a long break. But, you know, Montreal came back after a long break just like Nashville did. And I'm worried about, obviously, Prince Owusu, because Prince Owusu is their leading goal scorer. And he's always he's always a danger. The guy that I was going to mention was Carmona, but he didn't even play in this last game. And then the other guy was Ivan Jaime, but Ivan Jaime is gone. He's not even playing for the team anymore.
No, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in Montreal too. I know that they were complaining. What's going on with the
Herbers? Herbers is good too.
They were talking about something was going on with the. Isn't Herbers the one that was talking crap about Gonzalo Higuain? When he used to play for Chicago?
Herbers. It wasn't Herbers. No. I don't think it was.
He used to play for Chicago, and then he went on a podcast and started completely pooping all over Higuain and Inter Miami. You sure it wasn't Herbert's?
I don't think it was Herbers. I think his name was like more Russian sounding. I think it was more of a Russian name. And I just want to mention, and Esteban, Duke is not still in Montreal. He's actually with I think he's actually with the LA Galaxy. So if anybody wants to get some Bryce Duke moments, just head over to the West Coast and he's on LA Galaxy with Robert Taylor and Lewis Morgan.
Here you go. Chicago fires Fabian Herbers. Blast Gonzalo Higuain. Higuain is so pathetic. Fuck that guy.
So it is Herbers.
Boy Herbers.
I thought it was more of a Russian sounding name.
I knew that name sounded familiar. Yeah. So, I guess it's going to be an interesting game. I don't think Casemiro makes the trip, but I think this is a very business trip. A team that you should beat. If you go ahead and you win this game, all of a sudden you got the first 2 wins out the gate after the World Cup break. You have Columbus 7 days later, which again is a team that you should be able to beat the way they are constructed right now. They are not looking very good. They have some key injuries. Like I said, Rossi left. Like Columbus is waiting. Columbus is reeling. So I think Inter Miami has to take advantage of that, and I think they will. I think Inter Miami is going to be in good shape, especially going into Leagues Cup.
I wanted to talk about basically the fact that Inter Miami is essentially going to be facing a team who, at this point, they're one of the lowest teams in the East. It seems like they don't have much to play for, but these are the games that you kind of have to watch out for, right? I mean, we're going to Montreal. We don't have our best, powers that be, and I think essentially what we saw in terms of the roster or the starting lineup is going to be what we see in the next game. There's going to be no change.
No, I don't think so. And I don't think there should be. If you were able to beat a team like Chicago with that lineup, you should be able to handle a team like Montreal.
Unless Lujan or Falcon come back.
Okay, yes, that's fair.
right?
And then I think Mura should come off at that point.
Well, but if it, you know what, if Falcon comes back, it's status quo, right? Like he's not gonna go.
Yeah, I think
He's not.
I think he'll start. I think he'll start over
No
Frey, and then they'll
way
put.
over
You don't think so?
Frey. What a waste, dude. If anything, start okay, fine, start over Frey, but don't bench him.
No, I
Put him
think
back
Frey
on
would
the
move over to
right.
right back. Yeah,
Yeah, and then put Facundo Mura on the bench
Yeah,
where
yeah,
where he's
exactly.
supposed to be.
exactly. Yeah, that's how it was before the World Cup. No,
Yes, yes, it
So,
was.
yeah, I have no doubt that Frey hasn't lost that job. It's not a new
Well,
coach or anything.
Well, I mean, Miami Sports is asking what happened to that own goal from Rocco. What happened is that Rocco had great placement outside of the sticks, waiting for the pass.
Are you about to
And
dump on Frey? Are you about to dump
no,
on Frey?
no, I'm just saying. Look, Frey made the pass. It went a little bit towards the goal. Rocco had a hard time adjusting to it.
If I were to ask you to rank 1 through 5, who your favorite players are on Inter Miami?
Ooh, that's good. Like right now, or like
Yeah, right now, off the top of your head.
Like
Right now, on
off
the
the
roster,
top,
right
like
now.
I have to do it in 1 through 5.
Right now, yeah, we're done with Montreal. Montreal sucks. There's not much to talk about. 1 through 5, favorite players. Because I thought Frey and Rocco right there. You're about to
They are.
You're about to poop on Frey for Rocco, so that made me interested. Top 5 favorite Inter Miami players right now. Go.
So they are. They for me, Frey and Rocco are like 1A and 1B.
August 5th. No, you can't do 1A, 1B. It's got to be a 1 or a 2.
Okay, so can I start from like 5?
Okay, sure, fine. Start from 5.
So like well then like do something else while I think.
Oh, I apologize.
Can I think a little bit? I need to know where I'm like putting people. Like, hold on. This is
Messi
serious
not number
stuff
1?
here. You're asking me who my favorite players are, not who like is the best.
Correct. Messi's my favorite player.
Yes. Okay, let me cook. Let me cook. Hold on. So, like, are you gonna give a list? Do you already have a list prepared?
I do not have a list, but I can try to go off the top of my head. I don't think I would struggle.
It's not
as
a
much.
good list then if you're gonna go off the top of your head.
I don't think it's that bad. I think if I had to go top 5 off the top of my head, and maybe I'll change it after I say it, but off the top of my head, I think I would go Messi 1, Yannick Bright 2, Frey 3, Mikhail 4, and maybe Segovia 5.
No,
you know what? Let me take that back. You see, Messi, Bright, Frey, Silbetti, and then Mikhail. I think those are my 5. Favorite 5, from 1 to 5.
You put Silvetti in your top 5?
Absolutely. I think Silvetti's a monster.
I don't like that.
And I'll take out Mikhail and I'll put Segovia as 5th. I think Segovia's underrated also. So there you go. Those are my 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you my top 5 right now.
All right.
I'm gonna give you my top 5.
I did a little all over again just to make sure so mine was Messi, Bright, Frey, Silbetti, Segovia. Those are my 5 in order.
Nick says, let me cook. Chris equals Rocco. That's like the Dylan. So I'm going to answer it right now, guys. Okay.
Yes.
So at number 5, I'm going to go. Should the chat guess maybe what I'm like going to pick here?
No,
I'll go Segovia. I'll go Segovia 5.
That's my 5 also. Okay.
Okay. That's number 5. Okay. Number 4, and I was thinking about doing Suárez. Somebody mentioned Suárez. I was thinking about doing him because I like his animated style. So Segovia's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got number 4. I'm gonna go with Yannick Bright.
Number 4, okay.
Yeah, he's at number 4. He's solid.
He's number 2 for me. Okay.
Yeah, he's number 4 for me. Number 3 is
Soccer Daddy just gave us his 5.
Yeah. Number 3 is Ruiz.
David Ruiz. Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
Number 3 is
like
David
him a lot.
Ruiz. I love he's a dog.
I know you like him.
And the thing is he cooks. Like he's such a good ball handler.
Oh, that's a good one. Planbeck. Planbeck is top 10 for sure.
Top 3.
That's top 10 for me for sure.
Planbeck. No, you know what? I like Pinter. Pinter's kind of a dog too.
Well, Planbeck would make my top 10.
Let me tell you something. If we still had Edison Ascona, he'd be in my top 5. He was one of my favorite players to watch.
Yeah, but he never played.
Yeah, but when he played, he cooked.
Yeah, in the U.S. Open Cup for sure.
And then you know who else would have been in my top 5? ¿Cómo se llama?
Emerson Rodriguez?
Oh, for sure. He'd be number 1. He'd be number 1. No, but I'm talking about the center midfielder.
Oh,
No,
Jamota?
No, man. The guy that he came on, and it was like right before you started to see Bright, and then they moved him to like some other league
Gregory?
out there. No, not Gregory. Hold on.
Is it Sunderland? The guy that you want to
Yeah,
get on the show?
Sunderland. Yes, he would have been like number 2. I love him. He was a baller. He was a baller. Coco Jean. He'd be in my negative top 5. So I got 2 left.
All right. So far your list is Segovia 5, which was mine also.
Yes. Yeah.
4 was
Bright,
which was my number 2. 3 was David Ruiz, which was interesting. But I know you really like David Ruiz, okay? And now your 2 is either Frey or Rocco, because we know that those are your top 2.
So my number 2 is Ian Frey.
Okay.
My number 2 is Ian Frey.
So Rocco is your favorite player
number 1 right now.
on a team that has Messi on it. You don't have him as your top 5 players. Lionel Messi, the greatest of all time.
But look at what you're doing. You're like saying all these accolades. Like, I'm not talking about the best player.
But when you
favorite
watch him
players,
play, does he not bring you joy? Do you not like look at him about to take a free kick and get excited because you're like, that's my guy. He's wearing the badge that I support. He's about to score for my team. That doesn't make you like him. He's not worthy of the top 5.
I like him, but he's not my favorite.
You like David Ruiz more than you like Lionel Messi?
Yeah, he's yes. I like watching him, and I think he's fun. Like, yes, I'm talking about 2 different things. I'm not talking about best player who I think is the best.
What you're saying, I understand, but like, look, I understand that Suarez and Rodrigo.
This is 1,000. No, stop it, Danny. This is what it is. AJ's got it right on the head. Chris likes the underdog and the knife fighters.
Fine, but Chris, that's fine. I have no problems with you liking the underdogs. But I gave you a list of 5. How Messi? Like, if you would have said Messi 5, I think people would be like, damn, 5 for real? That's crazy. To not even mention him in your top 5 is crazy.
But you're okay. But you're asking me who my favorite.
Okay, what makes David Ruiz one of your favorite players? Because you enjoy watching him play.
Well, like, because take away
the fandom around Messi. Just watching him play. How does that not like? Damn, I love watching this player play.
Oh my gosh! But then now you're doing the whole majestic thing. I'm not talking about majestic
because that makes no sense. How is Messi? Like, I get it. If you want to make it number 1, number 2, whatever. But Jesus Christ, I love watching Messi play.
I like David Ruiz because you know what? I like underdogs. I like guys that get on the pitch and they're a dog and they're ready to rock and roll. You want to know what's funny, Danny? I'm gonna you know. We're losing subscribers as we speak. You want to know something, Danny? You know that I'm not the kind to back down from this.
No, I know. I'm
going to dig my
And everyone has Messi number 1. And again, I understand. That's why I said I don't care if he doesn't have a number 1. I just think that it's crazy that he doesn't even have him in the top 5. I think if he says number 5 and he puts Frey, Rocco, and David Ruiz over Messi, people will be like, whoa, really? Whoa, that's cool. But like, he's in your top 5. But damn, like, not even top 5. That's crazy. If I were to give you a top 10, does Messi make your top 10?
Like right now with the team that we have?
Now, yes.
Yeah, he would make the top. He'd make the top 10. He'd make it.
He might.
I mean, I might put Santi Morales before him.
Like, okay, good.
As a matter of fact, and hold on, because I'm looking for something here real quick. I'm looking for something. You know who I would actually put before? Can we get refund back on Super Chat? No, you can't. You pay for this quality, Soccer Daddy. Okay? And you know who I would put? You know who I would put that I like better than Messi? I'd put Cello.
I used to like Cello also, though. Like,
And that's considering I hated sometimes I hated watching him.
I know, I remember. But let's be clear. Again, I'm similar to you. I don't think I'm as extreme as you, but I am similar to you, whereas I usually don't like the guy. My favorite players are usually
you love the guy.
I usually
love the guy.
No. Well, in this
You're
case,
the
I do
guy
because I think he's
lover.
amazing. Yeah, Messi, I forget about it. Messi to me it supersedes everything. But generally, my favorite players are the central defensive midfielder, for example. Like the guy that does the dirty work, but nobody talks about. Like, give me a Casemiro, give me a Rodrigo, give me a Kante. Like, those are the players I like. My favorite player all time is Sergio Ramos. Now, I know that he was a little more popular and stuff because he would take PKs and he was animated. But, give me those players. They don't score goals. People don't talk about him as much. Everybody loves Ronaldo. Yeah, Ronaldo. Blah, blah. Yeah, I used to like Sergio Ramos. Give me a Casemiro. Give me those are the players I like. So I'm not always into the goal scorer and the big face. But, man, when it comes to Messi, I don't know, dude. That's number one for me.
I listen again. And Gus is saying do a poll. Chris leaving Battered Herons.
Well, you know what? Chris would do well wherever he goes because he is okay having a bunch of Bryce Dukes running around in Montreal. Chris could literally go live in Montreal and be happy with Prince of Wusus and rooting for a bunch of Prince of Wusus and Bryce Dukes over there in Montreal. Chris would do fine.
Listen, but this is what I'm saying, right? And you know my style. You've known me for many years. I don't like the big names and the splashy people.
Me either. I like Scottie Pippen over Michael Jordan. That's what I like. That's fine. I just think that you look at our roster right now, and again, it wasn't that he wasn't number one. I knew that it would either be Rocco or Frey. I just was shocked that he wasn't in the top 5. That's all.
I need Messi to kind of punch people in the face and be more animated. I like that.
He's spicy.
You know what? You know what's funny? I liked watching Lassiter sometimes play, but you know what? He wouldn't crack my top 10 or top 20.
No,
because Lassiter wasn't animated.
I can see that. Yeah, you're gonna like Casemiro, like Bright.
But the thing is, Bright, I like him because of his style of play and how aggressive he is and he's not willing to back down and kind of stuff.
Casemiro's very similar.
But you know what? David Ruiz, he's gully. He ain't got no problems with getting your face. And he's stylish with the ball. Okay, there's some skill set to make the criteria on my top 5. But you don't need that.
No, Chris has never watched Casemiro, but he's going to now that he's going to be here, and you're going to like him. Now, I look, he is Bright, better offensively, defensively. In his prime, was better than Bright probably. Right now, I don't think he's going to be better than Bright defensively. I think he's lost a step. But in the attack, he's going to help keep possession, which I think is an underrated part of what he's bringing, right? Because what we've talked a lot about is what he's not bringing defensively. But again, you don't get beat on the counter a lot if you don't lose the ball. And he's going to help keep possession. Because when you have a Segovia, a DePaul, even though DePaul was giving the ball away like crazy in the World Cup, but if he can clean that up, if you have a DePaul, Casemiro, and Segovia in the midfield, and you have that quality in the midfield, you won't be losing the ball as much. You'll be able to keep possession. So I think he is gonna do very well. Just defensively, I think is where he's gonna lack. Jordi Alba, that's a great example. Because if you would have asked me this last year, Jordi Alba might have been number one for me. Because I used to love Jordi Alba. I used to love him. I thought he was underrated in what he brought to the team, his attitude, how he came up, and he got in everybody's face. Yeah, Jordi Alba might have been number one for me over Messi last year because I really thought that he was that guy. When you talked about the order of guys, everybody was like Messi, Busquets, or Suarez, one of those two, and then Jordi Alba fourth, always. So I was like, fuck it, Jordi Alba's my guy. I even considered getting a Jordi Alba jersey, but I'm poor. But Jordi Alba, he's kind of like that. But Jordi Alba's not here anymore. Berterame sucks. Suarez, I hate. DePaul sucks. So that's why Messi's number one.
Well, and AJ is saying, Chris, would you rate Suarez higher than Messi on your list? Funny thing is, and this is a good question. Funny thing is, I would rank No, I mean, he's just a fucking baby. Like, I don't, if there's anything that degrades you on my list, is being a fucking baby. And you play fucking Pokemon cards on your time off and you don't get better at
Why do
soccer.
you hate on him and his cards, man?
Because, man, get a life, dude. Go play soccer, go practice and be better. Okay.
He's a world-class player, man. He's done just fine for himself.
This guy, young Totrico, hasn't commented all show. He just dropped one comment.
You just wanted to say deuces.
Said, I'm out. SpongeBobbed us because of Chris.
All right. Well, this episode.
Wait, we didn't even do a prediction.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You guys bypassed. You guys went through 15 minutes of top 5 without Messi to get to the prediction.
Well, look, this show, look.
Where are you going to get this?
Talking about Montreal is rough sometimes, and especially without Alex. At least if Alex was here, he'll be like, this guy is looking decent. Too. Yeah, he's very funny. He's animated. I think he's
Alex
Cuban.
over Messi.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's not Cuban. No, he's not. I think he's from.
But he spent time in Miami,
Honduras, or something. Yes,
but he spent time in Miami, so he's a funny guy. So he's here. He tells us about some players. Might give us some stuff. But without him, talking about Montreal is brutal. So thank God for that top 5 conversation, because I don't know what we would have done. Now, how many people are actually going to hit on that thumbnail for a preview and actually get to listen to this? I don't know, because not a lot of people are trying to listen to Montreal previews.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Rick is saying I'm going to need to see the Google Analytics after today. Subscribers plummeted.
Well, all right. So prediction time. We got Montreal. Montreal, again, not good defensively, not good in the attack. And let me tell you what their last few games look like. So they lost to Nashville 1-0, but again, they should have gotten that draw. I thought it was a phantom penalty call. And then they drew with Toronto last week. So those are the last 2 games after the World Cup break. And before the World Cup break, they drew with DC 4-4. I don't even remember that game. They lost to Chicago 2-0. They drew with Portland 2-2. They beat Orlando.
But that was like before half season Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando picked it up after that. And they lost to Atlanta. Wow, when you lose to Atlanta, you're bad. And then they beat up on the New York teams. They beat NYCFC and the Red Bulls. And they also lost to Philadelphia. Oh, that's right. That's the first team that Philadelphia beat this season. Philadelphia was going to break the record for most consecutive losses to start a season, and then they didn't break the record because they beat Montreal.
Should we change the episode to Chris Top 5? Top 5s get like a lot of traction.
You should.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, we should. Amy's asking, what about the MLS show? Actually, it'll be coming at you tomorrow morning. We're going to be doing a prediction of the upcoming game, so make sure you look out for that tomorrow morning. MLS show dropping. We always do that. Montreal 6, Miami 1.
Wow, sliced bread coming out with the heat.
I guess he thinks Fracco's going to be starting.
I mean, you guys, you're ridiculous, soccer daddy.
There you go.
This is not appreciated. Can I start the prediction? Can I start?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I tell you what I think is going to be the result?
Give me a bold one.
I mean, I am going to give you a bold one.
We're gonna have like 6 people watch this episode. Let's go. Give me a bold one.
All right, I'm just going to give it to you. I'm going to give it a pause so that way the commercial can just start right now for the people watching tomorrow. So at this point, now that you're back, it's going to be 4-0. Inter Miami wins.
4-0.
Clean sheet for Rocco.
Montreal has a winning record at home. As they played a low block against Nashville, and they did it pretty successfully. Again, a phantom penalty call is the only reason that they got scored on. I think Miami wins. I don't think it's 4-0 though, because I think they're going to play the low block against us also. I don't know if they've decided to change their strategy, kind of like Hoyos. They went into the lab during the summer and changed some things around because they weren't playing low block the first half of the year. But maybe they're changing it up now for this. And I'm going to go 2-0.
Guys, hit like. Danny owns the channel, not Chris. Let's go, Rico.
I'm going to go 2-0.
And well, you're going with a clean sheet. So Rocco's putting in that work.
Yeah, I don't think that No matter if it's Rocco or St. Clair, I don't think Montreal scores. I
And
don't.
Rick A says that my prediction is 4 3-pointers, 8 offsides, a home run, and 3 ice outs. Wow. Hockey reference.
Who do you think scores?
I think David Ruiz gets a goal.
Okay.
I think Luis Suárez gets 2 goals, and I think Berterame gets a goal.
You know, Luis Suárez has 11 goal contributions in the last 7 games.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a contributor now that he's been playing more.
This past game was his 100th, I believe, his 100th appearance with Inter Miami, and he also scored his 50th goal. So he's averaging 1 goal every 2 games.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
For somebody that finally is getting some time.
Yeah. This show's been kind of weird, right?
I mean, we're talking about fucking Montreal, like, and then you're asking me top 5s, and I have to include Messi just because he's Messi.
You don't have to, but
like, that's a crime. That's a crime. Have to include Messi. Oh, I have to include Messi because Messi's Messi.
I'll eventually sway you to include him.
Hold on, Danny, answer Amy's question. I can't find it. Hold on, I found it. Danny, do you think Inter Miami coaching staff is mismanaging the goalkeeper position?
No, I think that they did good giving St. Clair all the way to the World Cup. And then after the World Cup, it was time for a change. I said it, and I think everybody agreed. Now, I do think that if they want to give St. Clair a chance, this is the time to do it, right? After that Rocco blunder, you got your game off. Now jump in there again. But no, I thought that they've handled it as good as you can. And I still hope that they get somebody else to come in here.
You know, it's a shame that Campana hasn't been on the roster for the Revolution.
He sucks.
This is not good, man. He doesn't suck.
Well, eventually you'll put Messi in your number 1 spot, and we'll move on.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the top 5 list.
Yeah. It was a fun episode. It was a fun episode.
I think it was fun.
Honestly, if we didn't do that top 5 talk, this would have ended after 20 minutes because I saw the time. And we were ready to put predictions at the 20th minute. I don't know how we got into the top 5 talk, but this wasn't going to go this long.
Well, because I was talking about Ian Frey and Rocco, and you
were
like
about to
headhunting.
I
wasn't about to poop on Frey. I feel like
it got me curious to see who you liked more. Yeah, that's right. That's how it started. That's right. You're right.
I wasn't going to poop on him, Danny. I was just talking about the play.
You know what? I think I could sway you. And I'll do like, hear me out. I think if you're in the chat, follow along. We're going to do something. Let's see if I can sway Chris. All right. Now, we're not going to sway you to Messi right now, but I want to see if I can sway your mind. All right. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, Chris. You and in the chat, if you want to jump in and join along, go for it. We'll do this real quick. All right. Chris, pick a number from 1 to 10.
Okay, I got it. Do I tell you?
Got it? No. Don't tell. Everything I ask you, don't tell me.
Okay.
In the chat, if you want to jump along, all 60 of you, go ahead, and we'll see. All right. So you pick a number 1 to 10. Now, you know how to multiply. Multiply by 9. Whatever number it is, multiply by 9.
Okay.
All right, you good?
That down just in case.
All right, and in the chat, go ahead. Whatever number you picked, 1 through 10, multiply that by 9. Now, you either have a 1-digit number or a 2-digit number. Don't tell me what the number is, guys. Don't tell me what the number is. You either have a 1-digit number or a 2-digit number, okay? If you have a 1-digit number, just keep that number. If you have a 2-digit number, add that number together. So, for example, if you got 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, okay?
Okay, I did that.
So you have the addition. You have the sum of those 2 numbers.
Yes, I did.
Good so far? All right. Now, subtract that number by 5.
Okay.
We good so far?
Yes, we're good.
All right. So everybody here, we're good? All right.
I think everybody's good.
All right. Now, we're going to give every number a letter value. So if you have the number 1, it's A. If the number 2, B, 3C, 4D, 5E, 6, so on and so forth, okay? So I'll give you a second, just depending your number's high. Go ahead. If you got the number 1, it's A. Number 2, B. 3C, 4D, 5E, so on and so forth. You let me know when you have that letter.
I got it.
Okay. Now think of an animal that starts with that letter.
Okay, I got it.
I take it back. I jumped a step. Think of a country that starts with that letter. I'm sorry.
Okay, I got that.
Okay, you got the country that starts with that letter. Now, the
Yes.
last letter of that country, think of an animal that starts with that.
Okay, I got that.
Okay. Now, you know the last letter of that animal's, whatever it's called? Think of a color that starts with that.
Okay.
Everybody got it? How many of you guys are thinking of an orange kangaroo from Belgium? Not from Denmark, I'm sorry.
You fucking piece of shit. Are you serious? Yes, that's exactly what I picked. You idiot.
I said Belgium because Amy pro Belgium there. An orange kangaroo. All right, there you go. I'm gonna sway you to pick
Denmark.
Messi eventually. Yeah, from Denmark.
That's
an
terrible.
Orange kangaroo from Denmark.
Yes, I picked Denmark.
Yeah,
that's terrible. I should have picked DR Congo. Is that
or Dominican Republic?
Or Dominican Republic. That would have been. I would have taken. Look at that. You got sliced bread. You got sliced bread.
All right. So I got you.
Look at that. You got 1 world, 1 goal. It's over for you guys. Danny literally just locked into your minds, and you guys are afraid of me on this show.
That's what we do. I got a minor in psychology. Let's do this. I sway you guys.
Well, Gus is saying, guys, guess what? It's the worst episode.
We needed one. We needed one.
550.
We needed one this year. We were late in the year. We don't have any nominees. All right. I think that's it. I think we've had enough. I mean, the only thing missing is Tommy, because Tommy's usually on these worst episodes.
Should we just call him on here? Just send out the Tommy bomb.
Let's see if he's
see if he's willing to just jump on.
Oh yeah, but I would have done that earlier because it's too late now. We're
guys, turn off the YouTube. Daniel is trying to hack everyone. You guys are already hacked. Oh, Tommy just said it. Send it. Send it. He just said it. He heard the Tom bomb. The Tom bomb.
He saw the Green Day grenade up like the Batman signal. Oh, yeah. So
what, you were thinking about aliens? What are we doing, EMZ?
Well, yeah. It's been a fun show. I thought it was gonna be worst episode, and our games are coming.
Atlanta games are coming. My goodness.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, what kind of fandom is that?
The bottom 5 episode for real. I thought we've had some fun.
Bottom 5?
I thought we were having some fun.
I think it was hilarious.
Was that?
I mean, apparently this is nominee for worst episode of the year. I was like, it has to have Tommy on it then.
I was actually listening in the shower. I don't have pants on, so we can't go down any more than where we are. And then I heard worst episode ever, and I put in the chat, and then you guys, asked me to come on, and here I am.
Were you thinking of an orange kangaroo from Denmark?
No.
Did you hear us talk about that or no? You just literally just got on just in time for us to invite you.
I just hopped on. I got the alert, and I was like, I'll start listening. And then literally the first thing I hear was worst episode ever. I'm like, oh, here I am.
The Tom bomb has been sent.
EMZ, I'm glad EM's back. Well, yeah, so this has been a pretty bad episode. We're previewing Montreal, so you can imagine how terrible this is.
Oh, I mean, you're going to be playing Atlanta soon twice in like a span of like a month, so it's only going to get worse, baby.
Well, September 5th, it's down here in Miami, and it's Cuban Heritage Night, apparently.
That's right.
And
Venezuelan Heritage Night.
You guys have no importance. They just put you guys together.
Yes.
What disrespect.
Wonderful.
Yeah. MC is saying that Tommy was taking a dump.
I wish. I've been drinking all day for Christmas in July. I know it's a couple days early, but like the local breweries just had a crazy day, so I've been drinking Christmas ale. So I am messed up. Yeah. They're
No,
strong. They're not high noons, Danny. Like it's like drinking 5 high noons in one.
high noons
That's
are
why I
awesome.
still can't find pants. Like they're nowhere. They're nowhere. I don't know where they are, but here we are. Oh no! Oh no!
Disaster of an episode.
My arch nemesis is here. Oh no!
I only showed up because I turned around and sorry, you can see I have you guys on, but I turned around and I see Tommy on and I was like, dude, I got to make an appearance because
oh no,
going at me on social media during the entire World Cup. Man.
Oh man. I don't know why anybody hates on Argentina, even though they're clotheslining people after the game. You can't hate on that. That's grit. That's love, baby. That's sportsmanship.
That's
like what?
That's some South American home cooking for you. Something I guess people up here are not used to.
Well, the game is fine, but after the game, like, don't be an ass. That's that's just the rule.
No, that was pretty sick at the end of the game.
But like during the game itself, like you're tired, you're older, you got to grind a game out, and they almost did it. They almost did grind it out. But you don't be a dick after the game. That's just simple as that.
By the way, I'll pop guys because I got another show to do.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He's going ahead and he's gonna jump in on Las Garzas. So if you want to hear Las Garzas, he's going to do that right now.
Yeah, no, but no one's listening to that. All right, back to worst episode of all time in Miami.
Tommy, so did you hear when I was trying to sway Chris to think a certain way? So you didn't hear it?
No, let's go.
The thing is, I think you might. Well, I'll see with you, but it might not work because I think that you heard enough. All right, pick a number 1 through 10, Tommy.
Don't say it.
7.
No, Tommy, don't say it. I just said it.
Pick another one.
I thought you said don't say it. Oh,
that is what
9.
I did say that. Don't say. You know what? You can't even do this game with Tommy.
Wait, say it. Do it again. Tina just said I'm the worst. Do it again.
Pick a number between 1 and 10. And don't say it.
Oh, I keep it to myself. Fuck. Okay.
What else does don't say it mean?
I thought he said don't say 7.
You dumb.
Well, no, I never mind. Okay. All right. Tina just ran away. She said I'm embarrassing her. I have no pants on. I'm trying to do things, and I'm coming on here, and you're yelling at me for saying numbers. All right, the numbers in my head.
All right. Now multiply this number by 9. I don't know how drunk you are. Try to do that.
Okay.
All right. So you either have a 1-digit number or a 2-digit number. It's one or the other. Okay. If it's a
Am I supposed to say it?
No, don't say anything. No. You don't say anything. The whole time you don't say anything. Okay. If it's a 1-digit number, keep it as is. If it's a 2-digit number, add it together. So let's say if it's 23, you would put 2 plus 3, it gives you 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5. Okay. So add those 2 numbers together.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
I have a feeling this might not work because I don't know if he's going to do the math right. Okay. So you multiplied by 9. You got one number. Was it a 1-digit or 2-digit?
It was 2 digits.
Did you add it together?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whatever number you got, subtract it by 5.
Okay.
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going to give every number a letter. So 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is D, 5 is E, so on and so forth. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how big your number is, but when you figure that out,
not the size of the number. It's the motion of it. Yeah.
You got the letter already?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that letter. Think of a country that starts with that letter.
Okay.
You got one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that country, the last letter. Think of the last letter. Now tell me. Well, not. Don't tell me. Think of an animal that starts with that letter.
Okay, still there.
Okay. Now, do you know what the last letter of that word is? Don't say it. Do you know what the last letter is? Think of a color that starts with that letter.
Okay, already there.
Okay. Now, are you thinking of an orange kangaroo from Denmark?
Fuck you.
You're hot.
Okay,
fuck you.
All right. I wasn't sure if you were doing the math right.
That's crazy.
this guy's a
I would like when
scientist.
when they said I was about to get hacked, I'm like, are they going to ask me like what my mother's maiden name is and the date of
Well, let me tell you something. What would have been better was the best part of that was you saying the numbers when we kept telling you to keep it to yourself.
Yeah. They warned you, Tommy.
We warned you it was the worst episode. All right.
So wait, does everybody get warned? Is that just like everybody ends up back there? I don't know the whole shtick here.
Yeah, everybody ends up back there depending on the question you ask and how you ask it. Yeah.
So it was Denmark and kangaroo.
And
I also picked the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sway people to think what you want depending on how you phrased it and the options you give them.
Damn.
Psychology 101.
This is why MLS is back. This is why MLS is back. Like the Battered Herons. I mean, that's the reason.
Yeah, that's it. We're back. We're back, baby. All right.
Yeah.
And then real quick. Well, I'm not gonna ask you about Darwin Nunez because it's not a for sure thing. But I just want you to know that he's terrible.
I mean, he's better than Latte Lap, which is the worst signing. I think. He's got to be a top 5 worst MLS signing. With the money that he spent, because it was at the time, I think it was like a record transfer.
It was.
Yeah, and he started off hot. Like he had some goals to start here, and then he's barely done anything. Yeah, and look, I mean, you can see guys get fresh starts. You could see, I mean, sometimes you see guys come into MLS do better, and some of them, like Pity Martinez. That came in here years ago, South American Player of the Year, and the guy was trash. And like the physicality of the league, just some dudes just can't deal with it. Like they just can't. They expect that it's going to be, you could get every single call laying on the ground, and he was a good example of it. Latte Laf just wasn't. He was just trash. But yeah,
one thing you do have to look for with Darwin Nunez is that he'll go into the stands and throw his setup.
I looked up his highlights today, and that was the first thing that came up.
Yeah, that was in Copa America 2 years ago. So,
I mean, hey, you know what? He fights for family like that. I literally, if you watch all the Fast and Furious movies, like they tell you family, and he's basically
what the hell is this? What the hell just happened?
See what I was doing reverse to you. I was trying. You explain a player to me, and we're gonna go back to the Fast and Furious, no matter what.
That's a Vin Diesel reference.
One way or another, we were ending up with Fast and the Furious.
Family and Corona. Fuck yeah.
All right, Tommy. Appreciate you jumping on to making sure that this was solidified as the worst episode of the year so far.
Hey, we got 2 more. We got 2 more, baby. We got 2 more to get there. So.
All right, Tom.
Later.
Peace. All right, Chris. Let's put a bow on this terrible episode. I thought it was going to go 15, 20 minutes, and here we are, an hour and 2 minutes. All right. Do you have any final words? Cancel the entire show. We're gonna call it right now. Chris, any final words?
That's it, man. End the show early. On the contrary, mon frere.
We went 3 minutes late. Yeah, and then longer than usual. If you're listening on audio,
thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
For those of you still here, we heart you, and like and subscribe and tell your friends about this awesome show.
Yeah. Don't publish it, Danny. As soon as I hit end, it's right. It's in the YouTube sphere. Like there's no going back now. If you want to hear more about MLS and the predictions for this weekend, make sure you check us out tomorrow morning. We'll have the episode up. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening to the end. Please leave us 5 stars and a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and we will be back. MLS tomorrow morning, Battered Herons post game Saturday night. So until the next one, have a good one.